Welcome to another junior number video. And this is our third video on increasing and decreasing by a percentage. When quantities are increased or decreased by a percentage, we often need to be able to find the original amount before the increase or decrease took place. Here's an example to look at. A quantity of 40 has increased by 15% up to 46. Let's show you how we did this. 15% of 40 is 15 over 100 of 40. Of means to times, and 15 divided by 100 times 40 gives us 6. So now if we take 40 and add on 6, we get up to 46. So that's how we've increased 40 by 15% to get to 46. Now if we try and use the same technique to go back and find the original quantity, we're going to fall into a trap, and a lot of students do this and get caught out. So 15% of 46 is 15 over 100 of 46, which is 15 over 100 times 46, which is 15 divided 100 times 46, giving us 6.9. And when we subtract that from 46, we go back to 39.1, which is not our original quantity of 40. So we've fallen into a trap, and this technique doesn't work. So let's show you the correct technique to go back and find the original quantity. Remember in video 2 of increasing and decreasing, we showed you a quick way to increase something by 15%. And that's to multiply it by 1.15. So we're going to just simply go backwards from the new price back to the original by dividing by 1.15 times and dividing our opposites. So looking at this example, 40 times 1.15 is the quick way to increase it up to 46. And if we take 46 and divide it by 1.15, that takes us back to the original quantity of 40. Right, let's show you with some examples. Our quantity has increased by 25% up to 80. What was the original quantity? So here's the quick way to increase something by 25%. Multiply by 1.25. So we're just going to do the opposite. We're going to divide 80 by 1.25, and that takes us back to the original quantity, which was 64. And some people like to do a quick check to prove that they're right by seeing if 64 times 1.25 gives us 80. Right, example 2, a pair of jeans has increased by 30% up to $78. So what was the original price before the increase? So here's the quick way to increase something by 30, multiplying by 1.30, so something times 1.30 takes us up to 78. And we're going to do the opposite. We're going to take 78 and divide by 1.30, which takes us back to the original price, which was $60. Again, some people like to do a quick check to make sure that it's the correct original price. Right, what about number 3? A school roll has increased over 5 years by 8%. To go up to 1,240. So what was the roll 5 years ago? Well, the correct way to increase by 8% is to multiply by 1.08. So now we're going backwards and we're dividing by 1.08 to take us back to the roll of 1148.148148, which we're going to round sensibly to 1,148 students. Right, now we've got a tricky example to finish with. TV's been decreased in a sale by 30% to 1,260. What was the price of the TV before the sale? So if you try and go 1,260 divide by 1.30 to go down to $969, we're wrong. And that's because the TV was greater than 1,260 and it's decreased 30% down to 1,260. So here's the quick way to decrease something by 30%. Remember, how did we get 0.70? 100% minus 30% gives us 70%, and 70% is equivalent to 0.70. So to decrease something by 30%, we multiply it by 0.70. So to go backwards, we divide by 0.70. So going back to the TV, all we need to do is take 1,260 and divide it by 0.70, and that takes us back up to the price of $1,800. All right, some tricky stuff here. Hopefully some stuff to go away and practice. Thank you very much for watching.